They called her a failure. They laughed when she tried. And when she fell for the 10th time, they said she'll never rise again. But what they didn't know was that every fall was her way of learning how to fly. This is the story of a girl who didn't count her trophies. She counted her failures like stars in the night sky because she believed that one day they'd lead her home. In a small town wrapped in quiet hills lived a girl named Mira. She was 19, with eyes that always looked like they were dreaming of something bigger, something more than what the world expected from her. Her parents owned a little bakery. Everyone thought she'd take over someday, but Mira had a different dream. She wanted to start her own design company. The problem? She had no money, no contacts, and no one believed in her. Every time she shared her dream, people laughed. Design company. Here, you can't even sell your art online. Even her friends whispered behind her back, she's wasting her life chasing fairy tales. But Mira had something they didn't, a quiet fire inside her chest that refused to die. She built her first website at 2 a.m. using a borrowed laptop. She uploaded her designs hoping anyone would buy them. For 3 months, no one did. Not a single order. The only email she got was a rejection from a brand she'd applied to work with. She cried that night, but not for long. She opened her notebook and wrote down, "Failure number 1, no sales. But I learned how not to design a website." And then she smiled, because that failure taught her something. Weeks turned into months. Every idea she launched failed. Every pitch she sent ignored. Every time she tried to rise, the world pushed her back down. But each time Mira did something different, she counted it. Failure number 2, failure number 3, failure number 10. Soon her wall was covered with sticky notes, each one marking a new failure. Her room looked less like a bedroom and more like a museum of mistakes. Her mother worried, her friends drifted away, but Mira kept going because she had a strange belief. If I fail enough times, one day I'll run out of ways to fail. And when that happens, success will have nowhere left to hide. One night, while sketching designs by candlelight during a power cut, she received an email from a small cafe in another city. They had somehow found her work online. They wanted her to design their menu. It wasn't much, $50. But to Mira, it was everything. She poured her heart into that design. And when the cafe posted it online, people noticed. Within a month, 3 new clients messaged her. Within a year, 50. The same people who once laughed now said she was always talented. Her parents started bragging about her company, and the friends who left came back, smiling like nothing ever happened. But Mira didn't forget. One evening, while standing under a clear night sky, she looked up and whispered, "These stars are my failures." Because each failure, each rejection, each sleepless night had guided her like constellations. They weren't marks of shame. They were directions, each one pointing her closer to her dream. Years later, Mira's company became one of the most respected creative agencies in her country. People asked her secret. How did you do it? What motivated you when no one believed? And she'd smile and say, "I didn't chase success. I counted my failures like stars. And one day, I realized the night sky was full." Imagine this. A night full of glowing stars, each representing one of your mistakes, your heartbreaks, your rejections, your broken promises. You could choose to hate them, or you could choose to love them, because they are proof that you tried. And maybe, just maybe, those stars are lighting the path to the life you were always meant to live. Narrator, soft, inspiring voice. So, if you're listening to this today, and you feel like giving up, if you think you failed too many times, remember Mira. Remember the girl who turned every failure into a shining star. Don't erase your mistakes. Collect them. Don't hide your scars. Honor them. Because one day, when you look back, you'll see that those failures weren't your downfall. They were your constellation. They guided you here, right to this moment, right to this new beginning. Narrator, emotional, gentle pause between phrases. If this story touched your heart today, don't just scroll away. Leave a comment with one thing you're fighting for right now. Your dream, your goal, your comeback. Because sometimes sharing your story is how someone else finds the courage to begin theirs. And remember, every star in your sky was once a failure that refused to die. This is Eliza Bethell's Tales, where every fall becomes the beginning of a rise. Stay brave, stay kind, and keep counting your stars.